All right, y'all, got a short one here for you all today. Week 3 of the UPBA. We are going up against Under the Radar, Kelly, an amazing close friend of mine, who I've gotten to know a lot over the course of the past year. And he's just honestly one of the kindest, sweetest, most phenomenal guys in Wi-Fi right now. It pains me to say that because this is his final game in the UPBA and quite possibly his last game in Generation 8. The reason this game is going to be so quick and post-commed on Showdown is because he's been having LAN issues, which is the main driver behind him dropping from the league as well as Generation 8 competitive play. Hopefully he's able to come back in Generation 9. It's hard to imagine like a scene without him as prevalent as he already is. So big shout out to Kelly. Go support him whatever way you can on Twitter, on YouTube, or anything at all, because genuinely he's the sweetest person. This is post commentary instead of live commentary. One, because it's a Showdown game, so let's just be quick about it. And two, we actually sat in call and had a very fun sort of banter with each other as we were able to play this game and just have like a nice friendly conversation. It seemed, it's kind of humbling to be such a prolific person's last game in Generation 8, but also at the same time, it's really sad to me. So we managed to make it a really, really fun time by just talking over like Snapchat video chat. And hopefully it's a good one for you all to watch. I'm gonna do a quick team builder, but again, go support Kelly, go, in whatever way you can. Let's get on to another game. We're 2-0 plus 12, so we're trying to continue this whole 6-0 streak. We'll see if we can do that. But we had a Giratina Origin, just all out attacker this week. We have a defensive Celesteela because he has a Garchomp. We have a eject pack Terrakion, kind of a lead that can either get rocks up or momentum right away. We have a Custap Berry Starmie, kind of just an offensive breaker, but the Endure Custap was in case of Shell Smash Barbaracle. We have a Choice Scarf Diggersby, which again looked pretty good in the matchup. His only ground immunity was Rotom Mo, which doesn't want to take U-turns from this thing, so had a really good matchup. And then speaking of Rotom Mo, the TOGEDEMARU came this week as a stop to Volt Switch and a general sort of nuisance mon that can kind of weaken his team through Super Fang. So that's what we have, and I'm going to get into the replay as you can see here now. But yeah, let's get into it, people. Heck yeah. I think we're just gonna do normal, but I lead out with Terrakion, and I just click CC right away. I'm a eject pack. Kelly flames me when we're talking in call. He's like, eject pack's a terrible item. He's wrong. It's an amazing item. And we see the Sunsteel Strike come off. So I'm not a helmet. Kind of wish I was, but I'm just lefties. But I'm able to get a flamethrower off. I kind of figured this was a possible switch, so flamethrower was a nice mid ground. And then he goes back into Garchomp here on my TOGEDEMARU, which is a great double on Kelly's part. But Celesteela is such a solid answer to this thing, even with him making these predictions against me. I feel relatively okay, and I don't think he's going to go into Rotom here because I went for Flamethrower last time, so Leech Seeding here is also pretty free, and I'm just very slowly able to get a lot of chip off. I go for a double Leech Seed because I don't think he's going to stand against me because I'm recovering so much, and this Celesteela is just being annoying, but I make a really nice double Interaction. She goes into Sylveon here, and here I make a kind of a wild play by just going for Iron Head. I was like, I think you're going to Baton Pass or Wish or something, so it kind of pays off. One of those like Aquarius bad plays that end up paying off. I had to go into Starmie here because I think that Fire Blast 2 is Celesteela at this range, but it allows me to go into Starmie and just start breaking. But this thing's freaking AV, which means he's going to get some hits off, and I have to burn my Custap as he reveals Silvally Ice, which was his proclaimed, I guess, fun set of this game, which was definitely fun. He goes for Flame Charge here, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, maybe I lose, but thankfully TOGEDEMARU is a boss and can take 2 of them, as I'm able to just go for Nuzzle, and U-turn on this following turn. He actually reveals to be Scarf, which was pretty surprising, but thankfully TOGEDEMARU was able to get a kill. Hell yeah, TOGEDEMARU. Shout out to Rocky Rolo, king of the TOGEDEMARUs, and here I'm basically just realizing with Rotom gone, Diggersby Scarf kinda sorta just cleans. So 6-0, right? Like, let's go. Because Garchomp is weakened, Silvally's weakened, Gengar dies. Scarf Earthquake just wins. So yeah, we think we can just do this with Scarf Earthquake and sweep the rest of the team. Just kidding, we get Curse Bodied. Sad as fuck. I'm like, maybe struggle kills. No, it doesn't. Oh, I'm gonna lose my 6-0 streak. Just kidding, he goes for Flame Charge, and I get to make some crazy doubles trying to preserve this 6-0. First of all, I got permission from him to do this. I was like, I think I see a way to 6-0. Is it okay if I try and like keep my perfect streak so far in this league? And he was like, try and do it. Like, I dare you. And I was like, bet. So I promise I wasn't trying to like stunt on a man who's like, drop me out of a league or anything like that. He actively encouraged me to do this. So I go for the attempted 6-0 here by going into Celesteela. And this last turn, I'm in a little bit of a predicament. Call it a whatever you want to call it. He has 3 possible moves he can click here. He can click a fire move, or he can click one of his stab options. If I call this move right, then I get to preserve my 6-0. If I go into Guard, if I stay in, then and he goes for like Fire Blast, then obviously I lose my 6-0. If I switch to Giratina, predicting an Earthquake or a Fire Blast, and he goes for a Dragon move, then that can be an issue. If it's like Outrage, then I'll die. And if I go into Terrakion, predicting a Dragon move or a fire move, then I also will lose the game if he goes for Earthquake. So it's kind of like it's not a 50-50, it's almost like a 33-33-33 to hopefully try and win this game. So assuming all of those are equal odds, I have a 67% chance to get a 6-0 here. He has a 1 in 3 shot to make the right call, but I have to go into Terrakion. He goes for Dragonclaw, and I get the call right, which means I'm going to continue UPBA with a perfect 6-0 undefeated streak. Feels kind of janky. It doesn't feel like entirely deserved with the D-Ray Haxi loss and the Trexo game, which was a little scuffed, and then this game, which obviously had some sort of outside conditions on it. But it is 3-0 plus 18 nonetheless. Next week we play Sally Mumble, who is amazing and a very, very, very close friend of mine, and someone who I've been dying to get a rematch against since he beat me in CGT. Haven't gotten a win off him yet, and I'm going to try and do it next week. So we'll try and maybe preserve our get a 4-6 in a row, maybe, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll try our best, I suppose. But yeah, again, it's weird because I don't know if he's gonna make content or anything, but just Kelly's the best. Like shoot him a DM on Discord if you're watching this. Like shoot him a DM on Discord. Just say, Kelly, thank you, for being amazing for the Draft League community. Genuinely do that. Yeah, that's my request for all of you. Go send him a really heartfelt Discord message. Tell him how amazing he is and how awesome he is for the Draft League community if you're watching this. And yeah, I will see you all in week 4. Bye.